Good afternoon and welcome to the St. Paul Fire Class of 2024A graduation ceremony. My name is Jeremy Baker. I am the Deputy Chief in charge of training for the St. Paul Fire Department, and I've had the pleasure and responsibility to oversee the Recruit Academy for your loved one over these last few months. This ceremony is a culmination of 14 weeks of intense and comprehensive training and builds upon over 170 years of proud tradition and service to the residents and visitors of the city of St. Paul.
Bruce, turn march. Forward, march.
The St. Paul Fire Department Local 21 Honor Guard will now present the colors. Please stand and remain standing during the posting of the colors.
Left, face. Prepare. Post.
Dispatch back 311. You get the card.
Recover. All uniformed personnel, present arms. Order, arms. Honor guard, right face. Bruce, Predator uncovered. Uncovered.
May all be seated.
Take your seats.
We would like to thank the members of the St. Paul Firefighter Local 21 Honor Guard for their presentation and their dedication to the department. Becoming a firefighter for the city of St. Paul is not easy. We as a department and as a city have high expectations of you all. You have chosen to join a department that values the role of public servant, one that you have come to understand is your role in and out of the fire stations. Your desire and willingness to make a career out of public service and your hard work to make it so these are the things we celebrate today. In a short 14 weeks, you have risen to every challenge we laid before you, worked diligently to be in the best physical shape of your life, and studied every lesson we assigned you, all to be prepared to serve the residents and visitors of St. Paul. We are honored to have some special guests here to help us celebrate your achievements and your willingness to serve. Representatives of U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar, Commissioner of Public Safety Bob Jacobson, Assistant Commissioner of Public Safety John Cunningham, and Minneapolis Fire Chief Brian Tyner. Thank you for helping us celebrate the accomplishments and dedication to public service of these 20 soon-to-be firefighters. Senator Amy Klobuchar and Congresswoman Betty McCollum have long been good friends and strong allies of the fire service as a whole and the St. Paul Fire Department in particular. They are taking care of important business in Washington, D.C. and unable to join us today, but have both sent letters which have been given to each recruit. Fire Chief Butch Hinks has served the city for 40 years and came from our own ranks. He now steers the department with the knowledge of where we have been while pushing us to where we are going. It is my pleasure to invite our Fire Chief, Butch Hinks, to the podium.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. 40 years, I know what you're thinking. How did he get a job at 5 years old? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our celebration today. As these trainees begin what I hope will be a long, healthy, and rewarding career as St. Paul firefighters. My name is Butch Hinks, and I have the privilege of being the chief of the St. Paul Fire Department. I'm honored to stand before you today as we celebrate the 20 fire cadets of the class of 2024, graduating today to the rank of firefighter. I also would like to acknowledge and thank our distinguished guests for taking time out of their busy schedules to attend or support or send their support. It's really a testament to your commitment and support of public safety. I want to thank Senator Klobuchar, Congresswoman McCollum, Commissioner of Public Safety Bob Jacobson, Assistant Commissioner of Public Safety John Cunningham, St. Paul Mayor Mayor Carter, Deputy Mayor Tincher, our City Council members, our Local 21 leadership, and Chief Brian Tyre, Chief of Minneapolis Fire Department. Thank you all for coming. I also want to recognize our incredible training staff, led by Deputy Chief of Training Chief Jeremy Baker and his training staff. These dedicated individuals volunteered to train these 20 cadets to our high standard. Oftentimes people think that we tell people they're going out to training. And sometimes that happens in many departments, but not here. We have a pretty extensive list that people submit their letters of interest to come out and help. And so the staff that we see here today volunteered their time or volunteered to come out, leave the streets, and train these individuals. The preparation for this academy started weeks before the 14-week program commenced, and their dedication is invaluable. And quite honestly, we couldn't have done this academy without you, so thank you. Lastly, I want to thank our administration staff. There's so many people that have hands on the process, right, to get you to this seat today. Our HR staff with Tracy and Liz. Jill, thank you so much. I know I come to you quite often, and we say we're going to hire 10 or 15, and by the time I'm done talking to you, I think I convinced you to get 20. So no idea how we're going to pay for it, but we were successful at that. So thank you, Jill. Nancy, who does helps with all of the background checks, the processing of everyone, and then our central HR staff that really pitches in to help out. So I tell you this because you truly have to appreciate how many people have hands-on that get you to this seat today. So today we are celebrating the graduation of these 20 firefighters, the first class from our most recent eligible group. This graduation bolsters our ranks and helps us meet the growing needs of the residents and visitors of St. Paul. It's important to remember that nothing happens without our people. Our people are our most important resource. And as the fire chief, it's my job to make decisions in the best interest of both the people we serve and the women and men who accept the calling to put their lives at risk daily in the service of others. Across the nation, public service organizations are struggling with staffing. Departments our size are often 50 to 60 firefighters short. There's a national shortage of paramedics, and EMTs are becoming more scarce. Many departments are shutting down rigs, closing stations for the day, and implementing mandatory overtime. which just leads to the effects of firefighter health and wellness and the response time to emergencies. While others have struggled, we have been able to maintain staffing and the level of service our community and businesses have come to expect. These 20 future firefighters have joined an organization that strives to be ahead of the curve. Through the support of Mayor Carter and our City Council, I'm proud to say that the graduation of these 20 firefighters brings our staffing to 5 above our authorized strength. This allows us to potentially add additional fire resources needed to staff the first new fire station in our city in a decade, which is set to open early next year. It'll also provide the staffing necessary to operate the first electric fire engine in the state of Minnesota, which is set to arrive at St. Paul Fire within the next 30 days. You can clap at that one, it's a big deal. This group also includes 8 much-needed paramedics. And I understand several of you, because I remember talking to several of you, expressed interest in attending our department-sponsored paramedic training program. And I remember who expressed interest, so. We are committed to continuing that program, and I'm proud to announce we have also 10 current fire department employees set to graduate from the program in September. That brings the number to 18 new paramedics joining our ranks. This additional personnel helps spread the increasing workload across more responders, directly impacting firefighter health and wellness in a positive way. Through my 30 years of service in the department, the fire department, I've seen gradual, progressive change. We're developing plans to become more efficient in our delivery of services and creating strategies to absorb the future call volume increases that we can predict. Additional staffing allows us to continue pilot programs like our current Medic 34 and 37 that specifically address our peak call volume times. I think that's my granddaughter talking. So, yeah. To our recruits, my charge to you is to uphold our core values: professionalism, respect, integrity, duty, and equity. Not just in the fire stations, but every day of your life, regardless of whether you are wearing a uniform or civilian clothes. From day one, people will entrust you with their children, welcome you into their homes, and share sensitive information. The public trust you will receive has been earned by those who came before you. You must do your part to earn and maintain that trust. You're being given an opportunity to be a firefighter for the best fire department in the state and for the capital city of Minnesota. This comes with an enormous expectation. Service before self, kindness, caring, and compassion. We expect you to give back. You were all given an opportunity, trained, mentored, and supported by someone else. Now you will have the opportunity to do the same for others. Don't forget this moment. As of today, you are all now St. Paul firefighters. Remember to turn around and help others who are trying to get where you are today. Before I leave the podium, I'd like to acknowledge and thank the families that are here supporting us. Families, it's a huge sacrifice to families that watch you go off to training every day, and when you hit the streets, watch you leave for 24 hours. When you're here serving the residents of St. Paul, they're home taking care of everything at home. Don't ever take that for granted. Because here in St. Paul Fire, we definitely remember and know that families also serve. With that, I'd like to congratulate you all on this huge accomplishment, and soon we'll be welcoming you to be a firefighter here at St. Paul Fire. Thank you.
I'm going to echo some of what Chief Inks just told you, but it's worth repeating. A successful firefighter training academy requires a significant team effort. The time investment occurs not only during the actual weeks of the academy, but also months in advance. work building upon years of training and experience. It is no small feat to provide a recruit academy with all the training and instruction they need to meet all the hazards that will be thrown at them, and to do so in 14 weeks is nothing short of incredible. I would like to take a moment to recognize those that made sure your firefighter was ready in every way possible. Please stand when your name is called. Captain Jeremy Maxey. Captain Maxey was integral in the planning and operation of this academy and several before. He is a 16-year veteran of the St. Paul Fire Department and a 31-year military veteran and has been helping run our training division for the last 5 years. Training assistant, firefighter, paramedic. That's enough titles for you, I think. Megan Rossler Turner. Megan is a 13-year veteran of St. Paul Fire. Megan ran the day-to-day planning and logistics of this academy. This is the hardest job in any academy, and she does it very well. This and about a dozen other duties that she is managing on a daily basis. Captain Crittenden, Captain Davies, Captain Duran, Firefighter Sanchez. These were the Academy instructor cadre that spent every minute of every day for 14 weeks with your friend or loved one. These are the instructors that provided the knowledge, skills, technique, physical fitness, motivation, and maybe a few laughs every minute of every day for 14 weeks. This group, along with many others, taught, mentored, motivated, guided, and worked out with the 20 graduates seated before you to get them to this stage. Without them, these 20 would not be as prepared to take on any challenge put before them as they are. Please give this whole group one more round of applause. At this time, I would invite the instructor cadre up to recognize the top recruit.
Welcome, everyone. In the fire service in general, and in St. Paul Fire Department in particular, it is known for its many traditions. A relatively new tradition that started in 2011 is a selection of the top recruit. The top recruit award is determined by several criteria: academic grades, practical skill grades, training staff review, and peer review process, where each member of the class ranks all the members in their class considering test scores, leadership, integrity, and character. As we analyzed the numbers for this class, it was a close competition between several individuals who excelled in different criteria. One individual came out on top, and we would like to acknowledge, as a class of 2024A top recruit, firefighter Sor Whitey.
Thank you, instructors. There are two other traditions that we include in the graduation ceremony. The first is an elected class speaker. The class elected David Gruber to speak on their behalf. Firefighter Gruber.
Good afternoon. My name is David Gruber, and I was asked to speak on behalf of the class of 2024. Let me begin by acknowledging the friends, family, and mentors that are here today. We've gathered today to celebrate the accomplishments of your cadet, but you are the root underneath all of that success. You've made countless sacrifices behind the scenes that may have seemed to go unnoticed, but I assure you, they did not. Allow me now to publicly honor and thank you for all you do to serve and love us. The truth is, we needed your support. The first week of Academy is a shock to your cadet's lifestyle. There are new routines, rules, and expectations to adjust to. Your cadet was challenged in many uncomfortable ways, frequently in the form of burpees. Frequently. Your cadet had to overcome a great deal of adversity and discouragement, and thoughts such as, will half of us even be here in 14 weeks? That was a brutal PT session, and it only gets worse from here. Should I really be here? Can I actually do this? With thoughts such as these in mind, our academy was addressed early on by Chief Sampson, and he left us with two things. One, I want to see all 20 of you on the graduation stage in 14 weeks. And two, why are you here? Chief Sampson, we are par affirmative. I didn't have a good answer at the time for Chief Sampson, so I asked my classmates, and they told me things like, it's a sweet job, the schedule's really nice, I wanted to be a St. Paul firefighter since I was 4, I wanted this my whole life, it got me out from behind a desk. And I listened to our cadre almost every day tell us over and over, this is the best job in the world, you're so lucky you don't even know it, you hit the jackpot. When chiefs would come in and address our academy, I would ask them, and I heard things like, we're an aggressive department. We go interior, we put fires out. And we have unparalleled training opportunities for our firefighters. And the career advancement opportunities at St. Paul are second to none. And when we all piled as an academy into vans and drove to downtown St. Paul to a 37-floor high-rise building called The Point, and we're told, get your gear on and get up there 3 times, none of those reasons were on our mind. For the sake of tact and decorum, I will refrain from sharing what was actually on our mind, but I will share examples of how we pushed through as a class together. It was knowing that in the middle of a brutal Friday PT session, in your gear, in the heat, it's just 2 hours, and then you'll be at Gabe's with a cold beer, all of your friends, and that PT session will seem like a lifetime ago. Or it's seeing our friend struggle with our physical tests, the quarterly practicals, and the flat chop, only to see her work and work and work, and on our final test day, shave minutes off of her time. That was inspiring. Hearing that our friend had collapsed at the top of the tower, struggling in the heat in his gear, helped us find an extra gear to get the medical equipment and ice to the top for our friend. When you and your friend are neck and neck on the point, it's your 3rd lap, you're 10 flights from the top, and he tries to pass you, that gives you an extra little kick to keep going. When you're the last one to finish the laps for PT, and you go for your final turn, and all of your classmates show up and run with you, you run faster because you're not running alone. When Instructor Sanchez does every workout with you, without fail, you realize you'd run through a brick wall for that man. When Captain Crittenden says, I've earned the right to not work out in my turnout gear, only to then show up in his turnout gear to work out with you, you have to keep up. When Captains Duran and Captain Davies come in on Saturdays to volunteer their time to help us pass our flat chop, when TA Wrestler shows up early to help us study for our state tests, you have to be sharp because you can't let your captains down. And when Chief Baker, over and over again, offers us every resource available to succeed, you have to. There's no lesser effort. And all of the exemplary firefighters who came through and taught your cadets everything from hose evolutions to high-rise firefighting to search and rescue, the example of excellence was set so far out in front of us that we were constantly chasing, trying to catch up, trying to catch that excellence. Our cadre and our senior firefighters from the streets never relaxed their expectations for us. They never stopped pushing us, and they never stopped pushing themselves on our behalf to achieve that excellence. So Chief Sampson, to answer your question, why are you here? It's these examples and many more that describe a culture of the pursuit of excellence. This, along with the relationships we formed over the last 14 weeks, are what pushed us to the top on our third lap up the point. I will leave you with one final thought. We as a class are fully aware that the honor and reputation we are about to inherit comes from the dedication and sacrifice of firefighters who have gone before us. It is a debt we will never be able to repay, but we pledge ourselves and our careers today to adding to this legacy of excellence, because that's what it takes to protect and serve the people of St. Paul.
Thank you, Firefighter Gruber. The second tradition we would like to share with you is a class video. The class video is meant to give you an idea of some of the things your loved one has experienced as part of their recruit academy. Please give us a moment to prepare the stage.
Recruits, prepare to rise. Rise. Right, face. Forward, march.
Good afternoon, everybody. I know you're all thinking, like Chief thinks, how could I have joined the Air Force at age 5? But here I am. I'm going to address the class here a little bit, and we're going to move on with the ceremony. Class of 2024A. You are sitting in the seats right now that many people have sought and are still seeking. To be in these seats over the past 14 weeks, you have endured a rigorous and demanding fire academy. You have been pushed in the classroom with seemingly never-endless lessons, materials to digest, and tests to pass. You have been pushed in physical training to be in the best shape of your life and exceed your own limits. Capable of climbing many flights of stairs, the point, and fighting a fire at the top of them when you get there. You've been pushed to adapt and overcome when an obstacle is placed in your path and work as a team throughout it all. You have been pushed and you have succeeded. You will walk out of this academy and this graduation with the necessary skills to save lives, save property, and help thousands of people who it may be their worst days. In just a few minutes, you'll be presented with a badge, signifying your willingness to put the lives of others before your own. You have worked hard for this honor. The badge is not just a piece of metal, it is a symbol that carries an obligation to protect and save those in need. We are not giving you this badge. You have earned it, and you should be very proud to wear it. Your successful completion of the Fire Academy is a testament to your work ethic, your passion for the job, and your mental toughness. It is no small accomplishment. The firefighters in the audience today and working on the streets of St. Paul this very minute take pride in being a St. Paul firefighter. They take pride in successfully completing the same academy you all just did. Pride in working hard in all facets of the job, and pride in serving and protecting all those we come in contact with. Carry that pride and use it to continue the job of being the best firefighter, EMT, or paramedic you can be. Recruits, you are moving on to a new chapter in your career. You are about to be promoted to the position of firefighter. Your challenge from today on is to continue to grow in your knowledge and skill, to stay fit and capable, and to learn each day that you come to work. Recruits, prepare to receive your badge. Amro. Jessica Anich. Eric Burns. Jeffrey Dowd. Anna Gaffney. David Gruber. Joseph Kurska. Sebastian Larson. Hunter Lawrence. Tu Lee.
Yeah.
Jackson Malloy. David Sherry. Braden Smith. Tyson Surwhitey. Cooper Tokar. Marcos Torres. Zhang Wang. Robert Weiss. Dewandas Yeomans.
you may have noticed that we skipped over a recruit. We did it on purpose. It is not because he didn't achieve everything that all the others did. Pinning a badge for the first time, is a symbolic event. And Recruit Munoz is a legacy. In St. Paul speak, that means he comes from a family of firefighters. He is going to be presented his badge, and then retired FEO Mike Munoz and current recruit Mike Munoz's wife Kendra, would you please come down as well to pin on his badge? Mike Munoz.
Mike Sr. and I got hired on the fire department 30 years ago, so. This time the recruits will be taking the St. Paul Firefighter's Oath. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Solemnly swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States. That of the state of Minnesota. All ordinances of the city of St. Paul. And the rules and regulations of this department. I will strive to maintain a spirit of teamwork and cooperation with all personnel. I will seek to give only the highest example of honesty, integrity, and good citizenship. I understand my behavior on and off duty affects the reputations of all firefighters. I will at all times uphold the highest standard of a professional firefighter and the proud traditions of the St. Paul Fire Department. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the class of 2024A of new St. Paul firefighters. So that concludes our ceremony. Really appreciate everyone coming out. Please stick around and take as many photos as you'd like. And thank you again and congratulations.